Who is Eala's next opponent at Abu Dhabi Open? Belarusian who upset Paula Badosa. Eala started her campaign at the 2026 Mubadala Abu Dhabi Open with a straight sets victory, and her second-round opponent has been revealed. The world number 45 defeated Zeynep Sönmez, a 23-year-old Turk ranked 79th, 6-4, 6-3 in the opening round of the WTA 500 tournament on Monday. The 20-year-old Filipina is competing as a wild card in Abu Dhabi, where she is making her second appearance after her debut in 2024. Eala will take on Aleksandra Sasnovich in the second round in the United Arab Emirates on Wednesday. Who is Aleksandra Sasnovich? Aleksandra Sasnovich was born in Minsk, Belarus on March 22, 1994, and she comes from a family with a sporting tradition. Her mother Natalia was a basketball player, while her father Aleksandr played hockey and tennis for 20 years on the senior circuit. She was introduced to tennis by her father and began playing at the age of 9. According to Sasnovich's bio on her WA profile, her favorite surface is indoor hardcourt, her favorite shot is her backhand down the line, and her favorite tournaments are the US Open and Stuttgart. Tennis news. Eala edges towards the top 40 in WTA rankings as she beats close friend Aleksandra Sasnovich's career. Sasnovich holds a 174-178, 49.4% record in main draw WTA Tour level matches, while she holds a 124-61, 67% record at ITF level. The 31-year-old has not won a WTA Tour title, but she is a 5-time runner-up on the main tour, having lost 1 WTA 500 final, Brisbane in 2018, and 4 WTA 250 finals, Korea in 2015, Melbourne and Cleveland in 2022, Budapest in 2024. The Belarusian was also a finalist at a challenger event in Limoges in 2019, while she won 11 ITF circuit titles between 2011 and 2014. Sasnovich's joint best Grand Slam results are reaching the 4th round at Wimbledon in 2018 and the French Open in 2022. She has recorded 6 wins against opponents ranked in the top 10, Caroline Pliskova in Tokyo, 2016, Petra Kvitova at Wimbledon, 2018, Kiki Bertens in Moscow, 2018, Alina Svitolina in Brisbane, 2019, Daria Kasatkina in Sydney, 2019, and Serena Williams at Wimbledon via retirement, 2021. Currently ranked 109th, Sasnovich reached her career-high ranking position of world number 29 in September 2022. Aleksandra Sasnovich's Abu Dhabi campaign. Sasnovich entered the main draw in Abu Dhabi as a lucky loser after she lost to Sonay Cardle in the final round of qualifying, having beaten Priscilla Hahn in the first qualifying round. In the opening round of the main draw, Sasnovich upset number 8 seed and former world number 2 Paula Badosa 6-4, 3-6, 6-1. Have Eala and Aleksandra Sasnovich played before? This will be the first ever meeting between Eala and Sasnovich. Clash of Journeys. Eala vs Aleksandra Sasnovich at the Abu Dhabi Open. The stage, Mubadala Abu Dhabi Open 2026. At the sun-soaked courts of the Mubadala Abu Dhabi Open, one of the early marquee events of the WTA 500 season, the spotlight currently shines brightly on a rising star from the Philippines, Eala. The 20-year-old left-handed sensation began her campaign with a confident first-round win, beating Turkey's Zeynep Sönmez in straight sets to move into the round of 16. Her performance electrified fans and reinforced expectations that this year could be a breakthrough campaign for her on the WTA Tour. Now, all eyes shift to her next foe, a veteran competitor whose career has been one of persistence, resilience, and timely brilliance. The challenger, Aleksandra Sasnovich, a Belarusian warrior. Who is Aleksandra Sasnovich? When you first hear her name, there might not be the instant recognition reserved for global stars like Iga Swiatek or Aryna Sabalenka. But Sasnovich has carved out a noteworthy professional journey, one marked by gritty performances, occasional flashes of brilliance, and deep respect among her peers. Career snapshot. Age and ranking. At 31 years old and ranked number 109 in the world at the time of this Abu Dhabi event, Sasnovich brings maturity to her game that few young players possess. Career high. She once broke into the top 30, reaching a career-high ranking of world number 29 in September 2022, a testament to her peak competitiveness. Experience. Having played at Grand Slams and on the main WTA Tour for several seasons, she understands the ebb and flow of professional tennis, from qualifying rounds to main draws, and from victories to tough losses. This experience matters. It allows her to manage pressure, adapt on the fly, and survive long rallies, traits that can unsettle even the most composed rising stars. The big moment, upsetting Paula Badosa. The most recent highlight that thrust Sasnovich into the Abu Dhabi spotlight was her upset over Paula Badosa, a Spaniard once ranked as high as world number 2 and a semi-finalist at the Australian Open. Badosa entered the tournament as the number 8 seed, carrying expectations. But Sasnovich had other plans. Match recap: Sasnovich vs. Badosa. In what became one of the weekend's most talked about matches, Sasnovich defeated Badosa 6-4, 3-6, 6-1. The win wasn't just by the numbers, it was about momentum and tenacity. Sasnovich built pressure in key moments, navigating through a competitive first set and then wresting control in the decisive third. The result served both as a statement and a career affirmation. For Paula Badosa, it was a continuation of a challenging start to the season. For Sasnovich, it marked one of those signature victories that capture the attention of the draw, the sort that can snowball confidence and awaken latent threat. David meets Goliath? Not quite, but a meeting of forces. On paper, this clash between Eala and Sasnovich might look like a classic matchup between youth and experience, rising talent against seasoned professional. But that description, though true, only scratches the surface. Alex Eala, a new force on tour. Alex Eala's ascent has been one of the most inspiring stories in recent women's tennis. At just 20, she already climbed to a career-best WTA ranking of number 45, a significant achievement for any young player, let alone one from the Philippines, a country not traditionally known for producing top-tier tennis professionals. Her win over San Mez wasn't merely technical. Eala showed composure, variety, and control, mixing depth with pace and strategic placement. Eala's game is a compelling blend of athleticism and strategy. She can change the pace, craft angles, and impose pressure from the baseline. These tools make her a genuine threat on any surface and a difficult matchup for players who rely purely on consistency. Sasnovich, the veteran with tools to trounce a rising star. Sasnovich, meanwhile, is all about craft, awareness, and the psychological edges that come with experience. She has faced and sometimes beaten top-level opponents throughout her career. Her game centers on tactical variety, slices, deep returns, altering spins that can disrupt rhythm and force errors. What makes her dangerous isn't just shot-making, it's her ability to manage adversity. Upsetting a seed like Badosa requires mental fortitude as much as physical skill, and she demonstrated both in that match. What this clash represents. Rather than simply a second-round tennis match, the encounter between Eala and Sasnovich carries deeper narrative threads. 1. A test of growth. For Eala, this is a pivotal challenge. Beating a seasoned pro who has played countless tight matches under pressure is a learning experience of immense value.